Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. Ito yung latest na balita ngayon from Philippine Star na sabi yung impeachment trial ni Sara Duterte pwedeng abutin ng 7 months. Ayan o, sabi dito, 7 months. VP Sara impeachment trial could last 7 months. Ano niya Mr. Maravillas yung masasabi mo dyan? Wala mang problema kung abutin ng 7 months. Ang importante, mapanagot yung dapat na managot. Di ba? Maganda nga yan para laging may mainit tayong discussion araw-araw. Puro impeachment. Baga niya Mr. Maravillas, mapurga tayo niyan na puro na lang impeachment ni Sara yung topic. Wala man tayong magagawa. Siyempre, iyon ang interest ng tao. So, ibigay ko muna sa inyo itong kwento. Published ngayon ng Philippine Star. Sabi dito, the upcoming impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte pwedeng abutin daw ng 7 months. Ito'y based sa proposed trial days by both the prosecution and defense panel. Kasi yung prosecution po sa dami ng ebidensya at testigo na nakalinya mga kababayan, umihiling sila ng 62 trial days, abang yung prosecution 30 trial days. So sabi mga kababayan ng Secretary ng Senado, si Senate Secretary Renato Bantog. So lumalabas niya aabot sa 92 trial days combined mga kababayan. Ngayon kasi yung schedule mga kababayan 3 times a week yung schedule ng trial. So kung ganon aabutin siya ng 7 months. So mahabang mahaba mga kababayan unless dagdagan nila yung trial days per week. Kaya lang siyempre may mga preparations din na dapat ginagawa, talagang mapapahaba mga kababayan. So sabi dito mga kababayan ni Senate Secretary Renato Bantog, if we are indeed reaching 92 trial days, that will be the longest impeachment trial so far. Pinakang mahaba na siya as compared sa mga impeachment proceedings na nangyari po in the past. Yung trial sa bagay, yung kay ko naman po, kay tawag dito, Erap Estrada, na cut short yun dahil sa envelope. Ayaw pabuksan yung envelope. Ayun, nag-resolve po sa pag-walk out. Then, anong nangyari? Nagka-people power. Ayun, natanggal na kasi umalis na lang. Na puwersa si Erap Estrada na i-abandon yung Malacanang. Ayun, to make over si GMA. Kasi siya yung vice presidente. Di ba? Yun ang nangyari noon sa panahon ni Erap Estrada. So sabi dito ni Bantog, for comparison, the 2012 impeachment naman, impeachment trial ni dating Chief Justice Renato Corona, umabot siya mga kababayan ng umabot lang siya ng 44 days. Meanwhile, the trial of the post-president Joseph Estrada lasted 23 days lang po, because it was aborted by the prosecution's walkout. Nag-walkout po kasi ayaw pabuksan yung envelope. The refusal of the Senate Impeachment Court to open the controversial second envelope, which triggered the second EDSA People Power uprising that ousted Estrada in 2001. So yung ating impeachment court ngayon, naka-schedule po na mag-open siya, mag-start ng trial July 6. So sabi dito sa balita, with a months-long trial before it, the challenge now lies with how the Senate would juggle its function as impeachment court at sa kabilang regular legislative role. With its regular legislative role of passing laws in tackling the national budget. Kasi siyempre, hindi man pwedeng pabayaan yung iba pang mga trabaho ng Senado. Kaya nga, mga kababayan, itong mga kalyado ni Sara Duterte gustong gawing justification yung pag-imbestiga sa sa flood control scandal para lalong i-overload yung trabaho ng Senado. Di ba? May pinalalabas na naman po yung kampo ni Mike Defensor na ang sabi, may bagong mga witnesses daw sila na gusto nilang iharap. 17 additional witnesses para dito sa flood control scandal. Huwag kami basang-basa na yung papel po ninyo. Wala man maniniwala sa inyo mga witnesses kasi ang sistema ng mga witnesses ninyo, pag kalaban may maleta, pag kumampi na biglang nawawala yung maleta, lumilipat sa nagiging kalaban. Di ba? Malinaw na gusto ninyong i-overload yung Senado. But anyway, hindi na siya uubra ngayon kasi may bago ng Senate majority. Hindi papatulan tong mga ginagawa ninyong katarantaduhan para isabotahe yung impeachment trial. I-divert yung attention, i-distract yung ating mga mamamayang Pilipino. Imbes naka-focus yung attention sa impeachment, gustong ilihis nila mga kababayan sa iba pang mga issue. Mga gawa-gawa nilang kwento mga kababayan. So sabi dito sa balita, already Senate Finance Committee Chair JB Ejercito said he hopes the trial would not affect the Senate's deliberations on the proposed 2027 national budget. Following the Department of Budget and Management announcement that the government is seeking 7.2 trillion budget next year. Sabi po ni Ejercito, the Finance Committee under him has its work cut out for it. So sabi dito sa balita, another logistical challenge is how to manage the crowd of people when the impeachment trial coincides with the usual Senate committee hearings. That is a big challenge niya we need to face, and I think we can I will do it. I think we can and I will do it, sabi po ni Bantog. So sabi dito sa balita, upon the instruction ni Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian, Bantog said his office would work over the weekend to finish the drafting nitong pre-trial order that would summarize the 5-day pre-trial conference proceedings that ended last Thursday. The order would be released to both parties tomorrow, bukas po Monday, para sa kanilang komento, subject to revision based on the feedback. So the defense has responded to the prosecution's request to unseal and mark as evidence the Green Bureau of Internal Revenue box containing the tax records and income tax returns ni Vice President Sara Duterte at ng kanyang asawa na si Mans Carpio. So sabi dito sa balita, after aggressively blocking even the basic physical marking of the sealed box during the 5-day pre-trial conference, the defense has now submitted a filing accepting its opening in principle. So, mabuti naman kung ganoon. Kasi sabi nga natin mga kababayan, anong kinakatakot ng defense? Anong kinatatakot ni Sara Duterte? Nasabi nila malinis sila. Wala silang maling ginawa. Tama? Pag ikaw ay malinis, walang maling ginawa, dapat lahat sang-ayunan mo yung pagbubukas lalo na ng mga documents. Kasi ano man, wala mang makikita doon, di ba? Wala man mali, walang illegal, wala man tagong yaman, sabi nila. So, ang makikita doon, empty, kasi wala man tinatago. Di ba? Pero pag kinontra yung pagbubukas ng mga dokumento, BIR documents, lalong nadadagdagan yung pagduda na may tinatago talaga. May mali. Di ba? Simple logic, mga kababayan. Ang walang tinatago, matapang na harapin yung mga akusasyon kasi hindi man totoo. Kung hindi totoo, anong rason ayaw mong, bakit pinipigilan, ayaw mong buksan? Yan lang, mga kababayan, ang malinaw dyan. So sabi dito, however, House Prosecution Panel Trial Spokesperson Representative Sia Alonto Adjong questioned why the defense bottleneck the pre-trial hearings if this was their eventual direction. If this was going to be the defense position all along, why wait until after the pre-trial conference to say so? If they were prepared to agree in principle to the opening of the BIR box, why oppose even the simple marking of the seal box during the hearing? Correct. So duda pa rin, mga kababayan, yung prosecution panel. Kasi unang-una mahilig sila sa double talk. Iba yung sinasabi sa ginagawa. Baka budol na naman po. The defense new conditional acceptance comes with string attached. They propose that the unsealing and pre-marking of the tax records happen in a separate executive session while reserving the right to object to the documents' ultimate admissibility. Prosecutors warn that this layout could introduce unnecessary delays. It's another executive session necessary. Is another executive session necessary simply to unseal and pre-mark the box? Or will it add another procedural step before the pre-trial order can be issued in the trial can formally begin? That is now for the impeachment court to determine, sabi po ni Adjong. Opening niya and pre-marking documents do not automatically make them evidence. Those issues will still be decided by the impeachment court during the trial. Meanwhile, sabi dito, as the Senate prepares the formal pre-trial order to establish the rules of engagement for Duterte's trial, House prosecutors criticize her 51-page answer for having no plan to face core corruption and grave threat allegations, claiming her defense is merely hiding behind recycled procedural technicalities. Ayon kay Adjong, the Vice President's newly publicized submission relies almost entirely on arguments that the Senate proceedings are void due to alleged bad faith and manifest partiality. It only confirms our initial observation that the defense could not provide particular counter evidence or argument to challenge, even to contest the allegations contained under the articles of impeachment. Paliwanag po ni Adjong. Adjong noted that the submission directly contradicts the defense previous public assertions that they were prepared to dismantle the allegations on their merits at the proper venue. House prosecutors rejected Duterte's claim that her public remarks ordering the assassination of top government officials are protected free speech, warning that normalizing such threats could have dangerous societal consequences. Tama po, pag sinang-ayunan nito na freedom of speech lang yung ginawa ni Sara, magiging normal na lang po yung pananakot, magiging peligrosong president po ito. Huwag tayo dapat pumayag sa ganitong uri ng mga pananalita ng palusot. Saan tayo niyan pupulutin kung gagayahin ng mga ordinaryong Filipino ang ginawa ni Sara Duterte na pagbantaan yung ating Pangulo at sasabihin freedom of expression lang yun. So magiging tama na yung mali, magiging normal na yung paggawa ng krimen. Di ba po mga kababayan? Ayan lang po yung ating short video ngayon. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye po. God bless.